The federal government opened the floodgates on the border. So the great governor of Texas, Governor Abbott, protects the border. What does the federal government do? Sues him to take down the barricades. I'm serious. Clare Lopez, the federal government has completely abrogated its responsibility to protect us against foreign invaders, i.e. the southern border, specifically in Texas. So Governor Abbott took over, and he's got an enormous posse protecting the border. He's erected barricades. The latest thing is he's got floating barricades in the Rio Grande River to protect against the illegals that literally walk across what amounts to a stream to break into the United States. The federal government ordered him to remove the floating barriers, and he said, no, see you in court, Mr. President. So the feds are saying that these floating barricades are endangering the illegal aliens and making the job of Border Patrol more difficult, which is counterintuitive. And so they're suing him, and it's going to be in court to decide whether or not the barricades stay or go. I find it incredible that Texas wants to protect America, and Biden and all of his, well, team in Washington are kicking the door wide open. Who's right? Who's wrong?
Well, great question, Barry. Let's begin with the U.S. law. 8 U.S. Code 1325 is the law that governs illegal entry into the United States. Let's go to the United States Constitution. We go first to Article 1, Section 10, and I'm going to look at it to make sure I get it right. This is the Article 1, Section 10 defines authorities and obligations between the federal government and the states, and it says ordinarily, no state shall, without consent of Congress, engage in war unless actually invaded or in such imminent danger as will not admit of delay. All right, and then we've got Article 4, Section 4, this all by way of showing Governor Abbott's on firm ground. Section 4 of Article 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union republican form of government shall protect each of them against invasion. And finally, let's look at Article 2, Section 3, and that article basically says that the president shall ensure the laws be faithfully executed. This president is not doing that, and Governor Abbott has the absolute right to defend his state, his people, and really the United States from imminent invasion, which is going on right now.
I find it amazing. First of all, thanks for the constitutional lesson. I find it amazing that the person posing as the press secretary, Jean-Pierre, stands up in front of the press corps every day and says the border is secure. They're literally just lying. And they have Mayorkas in front of the Congress, Homeland Security Secretary, lying to the Congress day after day after day. And the Republicans, bless their hearts, as they say in Texas, are showing videos of these thousands of people streaming into the country. No check for disease, no check for terrorism, no check for drugs, no check if the kids with them are their kids or being sold into slavery rings. And they have the audacity to say the border's secure. It's the Twilight Zone, isn't it?
It's not secure at all. And Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of DHS, knows that perfectly well, as does the rest of the Biden administration. But what you mentioned there about illegal trafficking of children is probably the most heart-wrenching part of it. Not to say that other human trafficking is not also horrible, but the trafficking of children just really gets to you. And we're talking about children trafficked into sex slavery. We're talking about into illegal servitude, working night shifts at meatpacking plants and so forth. Defendtheborder.org at our website has a film that features Tom Homan, former ICE director, acting ICE director under President Trump. The film is called Death County and the River of Broken Dreams. A lot of what we're talking about right here, you can find the film and other information at that website.
Check it out. This is an important story. It's not going away. And the Biden administration, for political reasons, is making it much, much worse.